When we arrived on this campus 4 years ago, they told us that we were in for a wild ride. Who could have known? Who could have imagined what was coming down the pipe? That we would come from around the world to Kunshan, build an international community, and develop our identity as global citizens. And then, this identity had to endure the challenge of an unprecedented pandemic that scatters all of us across the world. We learned about global challenges in our sophomore Common Core class and got thrown into a real one immediately after. We took on a new and ambitious curriculum designed to cultivate creative problem solvers, and then had to apply every bit of that in our own lives as we navigated through 2 a.m. online classes and scheduled, cancelled, and rescheduled Zoom meetings, and many other personal challenges we have in life. We started out on this adventure together, all of us, not just the students, but also the faculty and staff and everyone in this community. It would have been hard enough under normal circumstances, as we're all in this for the first time. But even in the midst of a global pandemic, we still made it through and achieved many, many wonderful things. People called us pioneers, and now we, the class of 2022, know what that really meant. It meant that no matter what challenges came our way, we'd face them with courage and conviction. It meant that we'd never settle for just being good, but would strive to become great. We were also told that this education would be one of a kind. And we've all come to understand it as we see ourselves transformed profoundly by our time here. That whatever lessons we learned in class and on campus, we'd soon find them to be necessary for solving urgent problems in the real world. I must say, I'm amazed at the ambitious principles that guided DKU's establishment, how they inspired and transformed us in our early days together on campus, and how relevant they feel as we navigate through a shared global challenge. It is because of these experiences that I firmly believe it's necessary to have a place like DKU in our world right now, and that we, the class of 2022, are uniquely positioned to bring in the kind of changes that are needed. I now want to take a step back from our immediate challenges and achievements and turn to something that I think truly underpins DKU's unique greatness. DKU was built to fulfill an ambitious mission to be a truly global university that is intercultural, international, integrative, and innovative. These are ambitions and aspirations that combine to augment and amplify each other. Yet it could be easily lost due to the pressure to look like every other university. We've seen the power of DKU's unique vision in every member of our class. One of my favorite books is Finite and Infinite Games by James Cars. Playing finite games is about winning the familiar battles and achieving success as everyone knows it. But infinite games has no clear ending. They're about the drive to always aim for something higher and greater. DKU taught us to choose to play infinite games. It taught us to not only follow the rules, but to reflect on them and improve them. It taught us to not just see the world as it is, but envision it as what it should be. It taught us to be brave enough to take on the riskier task of building something new when we could have followed the well-beaten path. In fact, the establishment of this very institution represents the intention to produce the kind of change that's most needed in the world right now. This has been proved, especially given what we're going through. It is always difficult to establish partnerships globally. It takes so much effort for different parties to come together and produce a unified vision that's greater than that of any one partner. It is for these reasons that I can confidently say that this place is like no other place in higher education, and that DKU will always be, and should always be, an unfinished project. Today, we celebrate the achievements of the first graduating class. But I truly wish something even greater in DKU's future. DKU was born to offer something different to the world, especially in a time of hardships, challenges, and uncertainties. If there's any place that we would turn to for the kind of changes we'd like to see, it would be a place like DKU, a place that radically insists on a path of cultural diversity and international cooperation, in spite of all the forces that tried to divide us. I have great confidence in DKU's future. But if there's one risk, it isn't that DKU won't succeed, but that DKU will succeed by choosing to offer the same kind of education that all other universities do, and in so doing, fail to give heed to its true calling, to ask what the world needs and what DKU can uniquely offer. 4 years is a long, long time. That is 126,144,000 seconds where our identity has been attached to DKU, regardless of where we are in the world. Having come to DKU, we've been bonded as a community that's locally rooted but globally committed. May DKU's vision live on in all of us, both in those who are here now and in the many more to come in the future. Thank you.